done. We get an inside look inside the courtroom.
And shutdown averted, at least for now. A funding bill passed over the weekend bought Congress 45 days to come up with a long-term plan.
I'm tracking warm temperatures to start out the work week. Hear more about that later in my full forecast.
Delaware County's only live television newscast from Ball State University's Unified Media Newsroom. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Sophie Schick.
And I'm Sawyer Osman.
Today was Motivational Monday. Seth Harshman, life coach at the Ball State Student Success Center, shared his tips on how to stay motivated.
NewsLink Indiana's Morgan Fisher reports.
College earlier today, life coach Seth Harshman from the Student Success Center hosted a presentation on motivation. This presentation helped mentor students on procrastination, motivation, and healthy work habits. Harshman capitalized on the difference between proactive and reactive thinking.
So finding ways to keep ahead is really useful, and finding ways to fight procrastination, which is it's a different topic, but it's related.
For tips on how to motivate yourself and manage procrastination, two Ball State students give a few pointers.
Motivated is to reward myself, just taking myself out and treating myself, celebrating my victories and things like that, and also practicing self-care.
Just being able to express how you feel, and just being in touch with your emotions, knowing when to take a break, knowing when to treat yourself, kind of like Dalia was saying.
This is one of the many workshops for your mind, and there will be a similar event on Wednesday, October 18th in Robert Bell, room 125 at 10 a.m. For more information, go to Student Success Coaching on the Ball State website. In Muncie, Morgan Fisher, NewsLink, Indiana.
Yesterday, Minnetrista Gardens held their biannual Human Library event. From 1 to 4 p.m., the Human Library was an open book to Muncie and outside communities. The participants are called readers, and the person speaking is called a book. Participants were able to check out a human book ranging from 15 different titles. Along with a beautiful scenery, an open dialogue takes place between the two in order to gain a deeper understanding of what was told to them.
I hope that we start breaking down walls. I hope that we build bridges and have more in judging, so that, you know, when people are out in public, we don't immediately cast aside people, so that we are more inclusive.
To understand how impactful others' experiences can be. For more information on Human Library, visit humanlibrary.org.
Take home a free professional outfit with this semester's Ball State's Cardinal Closet. Cardinal Closet is open for the season for all Ball State students. The closet is run by the Student Action Team. Their target is to provide business and professional attire to students who are in need. All clothing is free of cost and all sizes are provided.
We just realized that this stuff is really expensive for college students and it's a big financial burden, and dress codes have a historical racist and classist background, so we're trying to break those barriers by providing this service for them.
Cardinal Closet is open throughout the whole semester and they accept donations. For more information on Cardinal Closet, go to www.ballstatedaily.com.
And speaking of closet, what is going on with this summer weather? I mean, when is it time to whip out the fall sweaters, you know?
Right? Well, let's go to Ian to find out.
Well, guys, it's not quite time to whip out those sweaters yet. It's going to be cooling down quite a bit right now in the evening. Right now, 65 degrees in Muncie, 74 in Indianapolis, 71 in Lafayette. We're starting to cool down from that very warm day we had today. Check out this temperature difference throughout the day. 24-hour temperature change here in Muncie, 1 degrees, -1 in Indianapolis, 2 degrees in Lafayette. Again, very slight change going day to day because it is warming all the way up. To start out this work week, we're going to have a hot start. Rainy late week as well. Cool fall break to end the week as we all head out of town. For more information on that, you're going to want to check out my full broad forecast later on the show.
Thank you, Ian. Donald Trump's civil fraud trial in New York has begun. Cameras were allowed briefly inside the courtroom before Judge Arthur Engoron ruled against them. While outside the room, the former president called the trial a, quote, scam. He accused Engoron of being a rogue judge. Trump also said New York's Attorney General Letitia James was, quote, racist. AG James is seeking a $250 million for the case against Trump, his eldest sons, and their companies. They're accused of significantly inflating the value of their properties to banks and insurers for years.
Wasting our time with this trial with a Democrat judge from the clubhouses, it's a disgrace. They ought to look for the murderers and the killers that are all over New York killing people. And the violent crime that's being committed in our city and our state is disgraceful. And we're going to be here for months with a judge that already made up his mind. It's ridiculous.
Last week, a state Supreme Court judge found Trump and his co-defendants liable. This trial will determine the amount of damages owed. The clock is ticking again to avoid a government shutdown.
A funding bill passed over the weekend bought Congress 45 days to come up with a long-term plan.
Mike Valerio has the latest on how Speaker House Kevin McCarthy is facing a new set of challenges.
Well, coming up the Friday before Thanksgiving, November 17th, that is the new deadline to pass 12 bills that would fund the government for the year ahead. But the more acute drama right in front of us, whether or not there's a vote this week to remove the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, from his job.
A government shutdown averted for now.
We're going to be right back in this place in November.
Down-to-the-wire negotiations led to bipartisan passage of a stopgap funding measure, keeping the government open through November 17th.
A needless crisis will have been averted.
The bill includes natural disaster aid and a measure to keep the Federal Aviation Administration operational. Notably absent, additional funding for border security and funding for Ukraine, an issue dividing House Republicans.
There is no way that we can abandon Ukraine.
I tell you, that's not a mission the American people support.
And now, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's future is on the line. His decision to put a bipartisan bill on the floor has painted a target on his back.
It is becoming increasingly clear who the Speaker of the House already works for, and it's not the Republican conference.
Representative Matt Gaetz is among the hardline conservatives threatening to move to oust the California Republican. The unprecedented move would paralyze the House of Representatives and jeopardize the chance of passing a long-term funding bill before the deadline. McCarthy says he's ready for the fight.
Bring it on, let's get over with it, and let's start governing.
And Congressman Gaetz also said on the Capitol this afternoon that he has spoken with former President Trump about his strategy to potentially remove Speaker McCarthy, which invites intrigue as to how much support the Speaker really enjoys from the former president. That's the latest reporting from here. I'm Mike Valerio. Back to you.
When we get back, with the new stopgap funding bill, future U.S. aid to Ukraine has come into question. President Biden's response.
And late night laughs are back following the end of the writer's strike. What shows are back on TV after the break?
I love you!
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas.
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back. With the new stopgap funding bill, future U.S. aid to Ukraine has come into question. The U.S. has sent more than $45 billion of security assistance since Russia's full-on invasion. Many of the weapons were viewed as game changers to Ukraine, which Kyiv says has already saved the lives of many Ukrainian soldiers. Ukrainian troops say U.S.-supplied weapons are helping them turn the tide because they are more accurate, reliable, and robust than what the Russians have. Losing U.S. assistance would be catastrophic, Ukraine admits.
And we cannot, under any circumstances, allow American support for Ukraine to be interrupted. Too many lives are at stake, too many children, too many people. I fully expect the Speaker and the majority...
Don't panic. Wednesday, when your smartphones let out a loud screech. The federal government is planning a nationwide test of the emergency alert system at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time. This test will include wireless emergency alerts in addition to television and radio. You should also receive a text message telling you it's only a test.
Microsoft's CEO took an apocalyptic tone in court Monday, predicting a, quote, nightmare scenario for the internet if Google goes unchallenged. He predicted Google would become unstoppable in artificial intelligence if its online search dominance continues. Nadella also accused Google of purposely blocking users from accessing competing search tools. Late night laughs are back following the end of the writers' strike. Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, and Seth Meyers will return to the airwaves Monday night with new shows. John Oliver already has his first new show Sunday night. And Bill Maher did so Friday. Late night shows were the first ones that went dark when the Writers Guild strike began. That strike officially ended September 27th.
No one matched all 6 numbers in Saturday's Powerball drawing. So now the jackpot is estimated to jump to $1.04 billion. That would be the second largest jackpot this year, topped only by a $1.08 billion prize won on July 19th. The lottery says 2 tickets did match enough numbers to score winnings of $2 million, and 5 tickets won $1 million. The next drawing is tonight at 10:59.
We've seen a hot past couple of days, but when will those temperatures cool down to more fall-like temperatures? Find out more after the break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it's just vapor with flavor.
It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes, right?
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
My kid?
My kid
knows it's dangerous.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Emotes say a lot, but they can't say it all. Think your guildmate is struggling? Try these dialogue options. Go beyond emotes. Check in with your guildmates at seizetheawkward.org.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting.
And even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together,
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an effort
to get to know each other
on a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
mentor,
actor.
It's time we take a step forward.
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Welcome back. The last thing incoming students think about is if their dorm room is haunted. But that's certainly what many believed in this spooky story from the NewsLink Indiana Vault.
Ghoulies and ghosties and long-legged beasties and things that go bump in the night. May the good Lord preserve us.
The Halloween season has brought out tricks, treats, and things that lurk in the dark for centuries, starting with the Celtic people.
The Celtic peoples believed during the summer things grow. It's a positive, wonderful time of the year, but it comes to an end. And so all the dark spirits that have been kept away by the bright summer sun come out.
When it comes to spirits, Elliott Hall on Ball State's campus may have a ghostly resident.
The way that I understand it is right after World War II ended, one of our residents, Will Schomburg, came back, just a horribly disfigured guy, and so he couldn't make a whole lot of friends.
Now some say Schomburg's spirit still lingers.
Went to turn my light off on the other side of the room and my answering machine went off. Got the entire, "Hello, my name's Ryan, I'm not home right now" message, and then just a dial tone. And that was it.
The hall hosts a haunted house every October so others can experience Schomburg's spooks.
It was kind of entertainment. There were no movies, there's no TV.
Even now, with all the technology we have to entertain us, we still sometimes would rather just have a classic scare. In Muncie, Holly Samuels, NewsLink, Indiana.
Scariest thing I've seen recently are these warm temperatures to start out the work week. It has been very hot to start out the past couple of days. Right now it is 65 up here in Muncie, 71 in Lafayette, 74 in Indianapolis. Those temperatures follow a trend of the last couple of days of these very, very hot start to fall, and we will see a brief break from that as we head into this evening. 62 degrees at 11 p.m. tonight, cooling down still 61, the low of 60 at 5 a.m. for our morning temperatures. Again, those cool temperatures very much so contrast the last couple of days that we have seen, especially today. Today's high was 87 degrees, way higher than the average high of 73 for this today on the almanac. But our record high was 93, and while we're not quite there, I personally would like it to be a bit cooler and a bit further from that record high as we head into the next couple of days. And again, this evening, nowhere near. It's 60 degrees and clear skies tonight with winds from the south-southeast of 5 to 6 miles per hour. Heading into the rest of the week, we will also see those warming temperatures. Tomorrow specifically, it'll start out cool at 8 a.m., 59 degrees. Noon, 82 degrees, heating right back up, only 4-hour difference between those temperatures. 87 degrees at 5 p.m. Again, that trend will continue, but not forever, as a cold front is going to move in with a line of showers as we head towards Thursday. See a line right here where this cold front is. Thursday, 8 a.m. is around where those showers should arrive, and they will continue to move across the Midwest. Chance of showers again towards the weekend, even scattered thunderstorms as we head into Friday. However, this definitely contrasts the 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. Below average here in the Midwest, particularly around Tennessee and Kentucky, far away from the above average precipitation outlook as you look out west. And as you look at the precipitation and temperature, compare the two, above average temperatures out west and quite a bit cooler again here towards the East Coast and the Midwest, below average temperatures. You can definitely see the consequences of that coming up in the next couple of days as that line of storms moves toward us. Unfortunately, again, warm temperatures to start out this week, 87 degrees and 86 on Tuesday and Wednesday, AM fog on Tuesday, 70% chance of showers on Thursday, and that chance of showers will turn into a slight chance of scattered thunderstorms as we head into Friday. I certainly, for one, am looking for a change in temperature when you compare these last couple of days.
I know, I am too, but coming into fall break, there might be a little of time for some sports with your friends and family, so let's take it to Dylan.
One Cardinals squad looks to start their season, and another has double the trouble with 2 new additions to the roster. All this and more next in sports.
Here's your sandwich, miss.
Oh, thank you.
And your burger.
Awesome, thank you.
And your bowl of boiling water, sir.
After retiring from the NFL, I've been able to spend a lot more time coaching my daughter's basketball teams. It's something I love to do. Through our games and our tournaments, we see all types of coaching, good and bad. And it begs the question, do we really know who's coaching our kids? Do they have the proper training and screening it would take for me to be comfortable with my daughters playing for that coach? Our Youth Basketball Association made the decision to use trusted coaches to screen and train all of our coaches. I'm a trusted coach. Are you?
So if one cat has 4 kittens who reproduce every 6 months, how many cats will there be in 5 years? Who's got it? Is this... What is that? Seriously? Who threw that?
Cats are terrible at math, but they sure do multiply. Please spay, neuter, and adopt.
The solution is 10.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Dylan Selke with sports. Ball State football travels to Kalamazoo over the weekend to face the Western Michigan Broncos. After scoring first on a Jackson Corville field goal, the Cardinals would give up 21 straight points. Graduate quarterback Lane Hatcher plays the Cards back into the game with 361 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, but it wouldn't be enough as Ball State falls 42-24 at Waldo Stadium. The Cardinals are back in action on the road this Saturday against Eastern Michigan at 3:30 p.m. Now over to the tee boxes. Ball State men's golf competes in the Badger Invitational in Madison, Wisconsin. A stellar second round sees junior Braxton Coons tied for 3rd place, shooting 3 under par. Coons currently sits only 2 strokes behind from 1st place. Fellow junior Cash Bellar finds himself tied with Coons for 3rd place after a great second round of 4 under. The Cardinals find themselves tied for 6th place as a team with a score of 3 under par after shooting a team score of 9 under in the second round. The action would conclude following the end of the 3rd round tomorrow. To swing things over to the courts, Ball State men's tennis in full force this weekend, hosting the Fall Invitational at Foster Adams Family Tennis Complex. The Cards host Marquette, IUPUI, and Butler in the contest, but this one is all Ball State. Junior transfer Mason Tran steals the show in both singles and doubles. Tran teams up with Paris Simmons to take down Butler's Arnish Singh and Nicholas Arts to punch their ticket to the championship, where they would face a Ball State duo in Vince Orlando and Eli Heron. The two take down their own teammates in a 6-3 win to grab the doubles championship. That wouldn't be the only trophy Mason Tran would hoist, as he is also victorious in his singles championship, overcoming yet another fellow Cardinal in sophomore Jack Lancaster. Mason Tran speaks about how he feels like he's already fitting in with his new squad.
It's always new coming into a new team, but I feel like coming in here I fit perfectly like the love of the team. I mean, we all get together, we all really love each other, we all want the best for each other. So I mean, as far as the season, we're all hungry to win a MAC championship, and that's all our mindset going into it.
Men's tennis starts their new campaign October 12th at Chattanooga. Bouncing things over to women's basketball, freshman twins Haley and Olivia Smith look to get a kickstart to their season as they work to hone their skills following a deep high school playoff run their previous year. The twins make it to their first team all-conference in high school after Olivia averages 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists alongside Haley's 91% from the paint. The sisters look to make a splash in their first year as Cardinals as they share their expectations and adjustments they are making for the upcoming season.
Really taking care of my body for real. Like high school, you can get away with like eating bad, going to sleep late, but like straight when I came here, it was literally like I had to go to bed at 10, get on a new eating plan. So definitely like take care of my body. Yeah, it's a blessing to be here. Love the team so far, and just ready to win.
The Smith twins and the Cardinals continue to work hard ahead of the year. They look to go above and beyond in their season opener November 1st at 6:30 p.m. at Worthen Arena against the Trine Thunder. I don't know about you guys, but I was really excited to watch this team play last year. Hopefully they can make it to the big dance this year.
Right, so good luck to the Twins and also the team as a whole. Now don't go anywhere. Aaron Shepard has your campus coverage.
Plus, we have one final look at your weather.
I love you!
Prescription drug pricing points to corporate
Freedom of the press is about your right to know.
and Clark sheer athleticism.
It's about your right to be informed. Today, there are real threats to press freedom
Reaching residential areas?
and your right to know about the world around us. We must protect our right to know, no matter what kind of news is important to you. Before it's too late, understand the threats. ProtectPressFreedom.org.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are, they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. My name is Erin Shupert, and this is your campus coverage. Muncie residents unleashed their inner artist at the Happy Little Fest yesterday afternoon in memory of Bob Ross. The fest had many different events set up, such as See Where Bob Ross Painted, Happy Little Games, Bob Ross for Kids Painting Workshop, and the main event, the Paint Like Bob Ross Workshop. This workshop was held by Chris Taylor, a certified Bob Ross instructor who's studying under Ross. Phil Hoffman, general manager of the Department of Media here on campus, explained the importance behind this event.
So in a way to honor him and honor his legacy, but also to encourage people to express themselves creatively, we think this is a great event to get people in touch with being able to be a painter even though you don't think you can.
This event takes place every year. Keep your eyes peeled for future dates and times. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the weather was actually really good. It was the ideal weather, and the event was also so fun. I loved seeing all the kids. I loved seeing all the laughs, and this event's actually held every year. So.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, me personally, I love Bob Ross. He is so calming and collected.
Right? I'm gonna have to check this all out next year for
Definitely,
sure.
yes. Let's take it to Ian for a final look at our weather.
That's right. We did have pretty nice weather over the past couple of days, but still very hot. It's Tuesday and Wednesday, 87 and 86. But as we head into the next couple of days, a cold front will move in, bringing with it showers. 72 degrees down to 67 and 58 on Friday and Saturday. 70% chance of rain on Thursday, 40% on Friday with scattered thunderstorms. Very cool start to our fall break weekend, and those trends should continue as we head into the next week as well.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to join us again tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page.
And for news anytime, anywhere, go to ballstatedaily.com. Have a great night.